Who's coming next? You coming next? All right. There you go, Clipper. Co-founder Clipper. Very good. There you go. Come on.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. With our project Vicapolis, we are trying to increase the consumption of fruit and vegetables, and at the same time reduce the consumption of fast food and high-calorie foods. We are hoping to identify with our target audience, children, through different animated characters. Currently, many countries in the Western world are facing problems with overweight in both children and adults. The idea is to change the eating habits of children by showing the benefits of fruits and vegetables through the show's characters. We have an attractive animated video that shows the concept of Vegapolis, which has non-financial support from two institutions closely linked to the Healthy Living campaign in Chile, and it's backed by a qualitative study in different schools. We want to develop a mobile application or mobile game where we learn children how to know the fruit and vegetables.
So, when is it going to be ready? ¿Cuándo va a estar listo? Soon is not an answer. When? Hey. Friday, next year?
No, the animation is ready. You can check it on the website. And we are working right now at a mobile application.
Okay, so you're looking for mobile developers? Oh, maybe.
You never know.
I'm just kidding. All right. Thank you. How do you call this? Bivaya? All right. So, asana for your wedding. Howdy. What is asana?
It's a planner, project planner.
All right.
Like Trello. Can do everything. So, did you know that an average Indian family spends 34,000 US dollars on their wedding and over a year planning it? That's assuming you only get married once. Sadly, weddings are a stressful ordeal, not just for the couple, but for the family involved in planning and friends. Last year, when my sister was getting married, my inbox was spammed with invitations to check out new venues, try new food samples. Wedding is a project, and maybe the biggest project of one's lifetime. So presenting to you Asana or Trello for wedding planning. We make wedding planning simple, stress-free. We help you to manage it with your friends and family, and allowing you that way to get married as many times as you want with minimal overhead.
So, status of the technology.
We're building. We'll have it developed next month. We already have 100 interested vendors in using the platform.
All right, thank you. Mothers-in-laws or brooms? He didn't get it quite. All right, we run. You skipped that.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Well, my name is Benjamin Cox, and I'm representing We Run. I love to run, just like 1.5 million people that have run a marathon in the last 3 years in the United States. But that's why I love We Run, because if you want to register in a run, you have to fill this, a boring form. And that's one of the reasons why I love We Run. We Run, it's a social network that will simplify runners' life. With just one touch of your finger, you can register in a run in your country, city, or area. Also, every kilometer you run using We Run, you earn We Run kilometers that you can exchange for products and all the running gear you need. We Run also provides me a real-time GPS map where I can share and see all my running friends, where are they training and where are they running. And runners, all this in one place. Your pocket, my pocket, We Run. Thank you very much.
Good pitch. Hey, status of the technology.
Sorry?
Status of the technology. Is it ready?
Well, we have a prototype. We have a cheap prototype. We're talking with brands like Nike, Adidas, and well, we need the investors, and the app is ready in 3 months.
With investors, without investors?
with investors. Without, well, we have a few other business models, so probably like the double of the time, 6 months, 7 months. But with investors, 3 months, the app is online.
Is he your co-founder?
Well, we have.
All right. So you had a developer. Thank you. All right, Agu, come here. A big applause for somebody from Argentina. Come on. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? A big applause, I said. Come on, guys.
I'll definitely change. I'll definitely change the name of to video to something started with A or something like that because I'm always pitching last. You said so? Okay. Oh, time is running. So, video, it's a pressy to make animated video. It's a do-it-yourself platform to create animations to explain things. Our users create demo video for their startups to explain their products and services. In educational purposes, video was used to create classes and to explain lessons. And people create e-cards and just videos for fun. The old way to do it before video was learning how to use a complicated tool like this one or paying a professional. What we create is a super intuitive web application that allows people to create and edit videos really easy. We have more than 1,300 beta requests and more than 3,200 videos were created. We received some investment and we are testing our business model. We're receiving some payment and we're willing to hear your mentoring and give us some feedback. Thank you very much.
So wait a second. It's the first time I found a humble Argentinian. So I have to squeeze this moment. So you already have investment from Dave McClure, right? You already have some customers. So you received your first payment like 1 week ago? Yeah, 1 week. So you have your first customer. Yeah. You should say that. Yeah, all right. We celebrate that. Thank you. We will. All right. So Winky Lock.
Which one?
The one on the right.
Hi, my name is Julia, and we are creating a website that's gonna help not only people to find any local business, but also gonna provide any kind of opinions and reviews about it. And that's our team. And our target market, this is all local businesses, and this is like 1.2 million local businesses just in Chile. Of course, we have competitors, but none of them use any kind of opinions. They don't provide opinions or reviews, and this is what people need. And this is our business model, how we're gonna make money, selling advertising and selling first line in local search. So the high consumer traffic will be with time, the high interest local business gonna show in paying for advertising and first line in local search. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's Yelp. There you go. Yelp for Latin America. We have two. Awesome. The status of the technology? 1 second. The status of the technology? Is it ready? Mock-up? ¿Está lista la aplicación? It's a web. Oh, so it's ready for 3 districts in Santiago. Interface? Okay, when is it going to be ready? 1 day. 1 week. All right. This guy was in the first Geek Camp. A big applause for him. Come on. He comes from Iquique? From Iquique. You came walking, right? Just. All right, so here we go. Mosaic. It used to be Mosaic. Now it's Mosaic, right? Yeah, Mosaic. He turned the M into whoa.
Hello, what's up, people? This is Mosaic. Mosaic is a digital platform that spread, promote activities, initiative, and events from different parts of the world. We use an event calendar and digital mosaic. The digital mosaic contained icons of the websites of local business. A graphic search displays search results graphical. You put your cursor over the tiles, where displayed with the information of the initiative. And the dream is create a digital image for the future and territorial marketing tools. Thank you. English.
I know. So wait. Are you selling so far? ¿Estás vendiendo ya?
Estoy aprendiendo, pero muy poco. Se han incorporado empresas.
So you have companies.
100 empresas se han incorporado en la región de Tarapacá.
100 companies in Tarapacá. Okay.
Hemos logrado algunos financiamientos de Corfo.
Okay. So you've been surviving by grants still. Okay. All right. Survey. This is the last one, right? Okay. So what happens with the last one? A big applause.
Hello. Hi everyone. My name is Matias Barahona. I'm a former student of this university, so it feels like home to be presenting here today. I'm also the founder and CEO of Survey. Survey is a platform that solves two big questions of the world today. First of all, what are the young people thinking about? And second of all, why politicians, artists, and brands are not doing exactly what I want today. So we asked to young people what they want right where they are. They are not at their homes. They are not on the streets. They are every day, every second of their lives living in social networks and using their smartphones. So this is a web application. We integrate with Facebook and Twitter to ask to the people what they want. Next, please. Well, this is an example of a question, and what we want to do is to understand what they are thinking. Next. We have a fully developed web application, and we are. Oh, thank you. Well, we have fully developed web application, and we expect to launch our geolocalized mobile application 12 weeks from now on. Thank you.
Okay, so we're done. No questions, no worries. Okay, so since John might have to leave, I would like you to summarize what you've seen. You're the designated driver here. There you go.
Thanks, and I'm sure my fellow mentors will have complimentary ideas as well. First of all, incredibly impressed, dazzled by the variety of ideas and actually not just the commitment, but the progress that I saw here. It is noticeably ahead of a lot of other activities like this that I've had a chance to see elsewhere in the world. Just a couple of ideas as I was listening to all of these that you might want to just think about going forward when you're doing presentations of this sort. First of all, 60 minutes is incredibly difficult, right? It makes every word, every sentence matter that much more. Starts with your brand, then goes to your tagline. One sentence that describes why you're doing what you're doing and why it matters to customers. Not just what you're doing, not just how you're doing, but really more importantly, why it should matter to customers. What's the ultimate benefit that your business is trying to create for customers? Secondly, a lot of times you spend a little bit too much time selling us on the need as opposed to proving the demand. We have lots of needs. The world has tons of needs, but only a few of those needs are people willing to pay money to solve or to lessen. So to the extent you can demonstrate that you've proven some customer demand, a willingness to actually pay money for your particular solution, come back, think about it, try to get that kind of evidence. Third, it's easy, and this reinforces what Hiroshi was saying. There's a big difference between a project and a venture. There's a big difference between a what wouldn't the world be great if idea and something that the marketplace and customers are really willing to buy. Try to make sure that your idea doesn't fall into the project part. Prove that it's a venture. Prove that somebody's out there willing to pay for a solution that your team is creating. It's great to use tools like Five Forces and SWOT analyses and the business model canvas, but it doesn't substitute for real thinking. It doesn't substitute for your conclusions, your strategy that comes out of using those particular tools. That's great. That helps you frame your thinking. It may tighten your analysis, but it's not the conclusion. It's not what you're ultimately selling. Terrific. If you can find a comp, an analogy for your company, you're going to do, the first one that I heard was, we're going to be the eBay for rentals. Okay, I get it. I get it. You've just bootstrapped the credibility of your idea on the strength of everybody knowing what eBay is. Try to find another comparable company, even if it's another country, another industry that you think your audience might know, and wrap yourself in that clothing if you can. When you've got technical problems, and this is particularly true not so much when you're doing a solo pitch, but when you've got a team, because most of your people are in teams. When you've got a team and the technical stuff breaks, which it always will, try to have somebody on your team who's the designated small talker, who's the person that can start a conversation, who's the person that can talk about the weather, who's the person that can talk about how excited you are to be here, who can start the conversation going, maybe ask questions of the audience. Nice to meet you. Tell me a little bit about your background. Almost anything that relieves the excruciating panic that your colleague is going through when they're trying to get their PowerPoint or whatever else they're using. So overall, those are grace notes. I think on balance, I was really impressed. I'm sure my colleagues can add to that. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to get in more detail with you over the course of the week and spend all the sleepless nights that you and my colleagues are going to spend. But congratulations on getting this far. Best of luck to those of you who get to the next steps. And for those of you who don't, let me leave you with just one statement. Only you own the final no on your venture. When you're trying to start a business, you're going to enter the no zone. People are going to tell you no's in all kinds of ways. Sometimes they even masquerade as yeses. Interesting idea. Let's talk more about that. Do you have some more information on this? Let me talk to my partners about that. You're entering a time when you're going to experience and hear more no's than yeses. But remember, this is your idea. This is your dream. This is your passion. You control the final no. If you want to keep going, despite whatever anybody else has told you, keep going until you've satisfied yourself that this idea is not going to pan out or is not worth your time and talent. Because what you're spending on these ventures is the most precious thing other than love that you can spend, I think. And that is your time and your talent. Your time, your talent devoted to your ideas. That's something you own. That's something only you own. And nobody else, I don't care what their experience, what their credentials, nobody else has that value other than you. So keep going if you want to keep going. Ignore whether or not you get to the next stage here. Keep going if you believe in it. And for those of you that do make it to the next step, we hope to see some of you in San Francisco later in the year. Thanks a lot.
All right. Believe it or not, this is it for today. But who knows what is going to happen tomorrow? You do. Hannah knows. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to have pitches. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. So we didn't talk about competition. We didn't talk about other companies doing similar things. One of the good points that Hiroshi is mentioning is telling me now is most of the guys here used to google.cl their questions or competition, go.com. Think about the world as your market. Forget about this stupid idea that we have to make businesses in Chile, in Santiago, and then 3 years later move into Buenos Aires or Mendoza or whatever. Guys, think big, okay? And that means search big too. Um, this is just the beginning. Tomorrow we're gonna do mentoring with you. We're gonna do some speed dating. We're gonna give you feedback because of what you saw, what we just saw. Please quiet, guys. Shh, Rodrigo. So the bad thing about it is I'm remembering everybody's name. So we're gonna talk to you tomorrow. We're gonna spend some time to you tomorrow. You're gonna do pitching tomorrow again. And on Wednesday, we're gonna start selecting. So if you're not worried, start getting worried now. Thank you very much.